It is completely empty here. Oh my, we are actually at Spa. This is exciting. So what that very sleep deprived and tired version of myself was trying to explain was that 3 of my friends and I have gone to the Belgian F1 Grand Prix, and we are very excited, even if it doesn't look like it. And we've gone off to the Grand Prix just to watch the racing, but of course I've got my camera with me, and it would be a massive shame not to take some pictures of these phenomenal race cars considering how into motorsport I am. So Ed, Sam and I were all snapping away all throughout the weekend, and so I thought I'd bring you along to show you what it's like taking photos at a Formula 1 race. This one is particularly special because the Belgian Grand Prix is hosted at Spa-Francorchamps. It's an amazing track. It's got kind of legendary status within motorsport. If you are into motorsport at all, you'll know that. And it's got some amazing viewing places for just the regular ticket holders. You don't need a grandstand or anything like that. So we kind of gave it our best shot, and we'll bring you along for the ride. Throughout the weekend, there are 4 different series going on. You've got Formula 3, Formula 2, where the drivers are young and they're just going for it. Those series are absolutely crazy. You've also got the Porsche Super Cup. That is also a really exciting series, one that not many people have maybe heard of, but it's great to watch throughout the F1 weekend. The Formula 3 practice was the first thing we saw on track, and of course we just went crazy with photos already, but it was really great to be able to test out all the different angles before we got to the Formula 1 cars, because we wanted to make sure we're in the best spots for those cars, because they're obviously the ones you want to stick on your wall and get the best photos of. And then of course there's the Formula 1, what everyone goes to see, and we were super excited to finally see them for the first time. Friday, free practice 1, seeing the Formula 1 cars for the first time. It's pretty awesome. For those of you who might be wondering what kind of gear I was using throughout this weekend, it was quite a simple little setup. I just brought my Sony A7IV, which is my go-to camera for absolutely everything. I've also got my 28-70, which is the lens that you're looking at right now. That is my only lens, so it was my only choice. I couldn't rent out a lens for this trip, unfortunately, but I made do with what I had. And then of course I just had my Deity D3 mic along with that. And that was literally my setup. I didn't bring a tripod, I didn't bring a monopod. I didn't bring a monopod, just tried to go handheld, and to be honest it worked out quite well. When you're at these kind of events, you often need a bit more length than 70mm because the cars are so far apart, but you can just make do with what you've got. Ed was using the Sony A7R Mark III with the Sigma 105 1.4. As well as the 35mm f1.4 from Sigma. Both of those lenses were from Sigma, which was an amazing setup. Some of his photos are absolutely incredible, and I'll include the link to his Instagram here as well, so you guys can go check it out. trying out so many cool spots at Spa. There are just genuinely so many brilliant photo spots. For the end of the day, to watch the Formula 2 and the Porsche Super Cup cars, we ended up going right to the end of the track, right before the kind of tight twisting chicane towards the main straight. And we watched those through, and that was the end of Friday. And Friday was a brilliant day for testing out different spots. We got to see everything on track, and we were ready for qualifying day and the first races of the weekend on Saturday. Alright, we're here, it's race day. It's 6:30 AM. It is completely empty here. Wow, there's a few people. But we've got here early because race day is usually absolutely packed. Over there. Woo. Where is he? He's done it again. Max. We decided to stand on the main straight to be able to watch all the overtakes happen, and blimey, was it a good race. We were so excited throughout the entire race. Max Verstappen coming from 14th on the grid to win was an amazing spectacle. And as you can imagine, in Belgium he has a lot of support. It's very close to his home country of the Netherlands, and lots of Dutch fans there, lots of Max Verstappen fans, flares going off. It was an absolute spectacle and brilliant for photography. So I was just trying to snap away as much as I could, capture video for this. And it's just a great atmosphere when you've got like flares going off, the crowd going wild. You want to include some of the crowd in your shots as well, just to kind of build that atmosphere and the scene in your photos, which I really love doing. And that was quite good because I had a nice wide lens for that, and that was perfect. So that was a moment that I will remember for a very long time. It was pretty awesome. Nuts. Yeah. It's so steep. And I was just looking at the bottom, so you just can't even imagine being a car facing up, looking at this, being sat so low to the ground. At the sky. Before I end off this video, I've got a few favours to ask you. Make sure you go check out Ed and Sam's photos. They are absolutely brilliant. Sam especially, considering he doesn't have a super expensive camera. He was shooting on a Canon 40D or something like that with a kind of dodgy ass lens. He did an amazing job. And then Ed just has this creative mind, which I just can't see. His photos are just next level. I absolutely love what he creates, so go follow them. I'm not sure if Sam's account's public, but if it is, I will share it. Yeah, brilliant photographers. Go check them out, support them as much as you can. I would really appreciate that. And then if you've got enough support left, hit that subscribe button and like. And this isn't the last F1 race we'll be attending this year. We're off to the Italian Grand Prix, and I have a very special lens to try out. And there'll be a full review on that lens and lots more coming to the channel. So make sure you stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, turn those notifications on, all that business. Thanks for all your patience on the channel as well, because I know videos haven't been as regular as I would have liked, but there's lots going on, so I really appreciate all your support. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll finally end off this video with less waffle. See you guys in the next one.